style in the build. That's what I'm talking about. How my voice sound, y'all? How it sound? Y'all already know what time it is, but how it sound right now, y'all? Pull this closer. How everything sound, y'all? Salute to everybody who in the building right now. Let me see. Let me grab this. Can y'all hear me? What about now? How it sound right now? It still sound low right now? I turned it up. I'm about to upgrade all this shit though, but how it sound right now though? Let me click on it too. It still sound low right now? I turned it up. I'm about to upgrade all this shit though, but how it sound right now though? Sound like it's turned up, y'all. Everything good? CEO said perfect. Let me click on it. Grease with Fire said you better. Okay, cool. Then we can rock and roll now. Read some of the chats. What's good, y'all, man? Happy Friday. Everybody in the building. Let me see. Let me scroll up the chat real quick. Young World, salute, bro. What's up? Fall season in the building. What's good, bro? Who's Israel? What's popping, my boy? Young World said he gonna catch the replay. That's what's up, bro. Make sure you catch this motherfucker. I still salute, my boy. The CEO said, let's talk eyeball. You already know what time it is, bro. This shit about to get real. Grease with Fire, salute. That boy Tito, salute. Got Wise Hudson in the building. What's good, bro? Adrian, what's up, bro? We got a few things to talk about today, y'all. We gonna wait for some more people to get in the building, but until then, we gonna start the show, man. So, first thing first, man. First thing first, y'all. I had just came back from the barbershop or whatever. I got off work, left the barbershop, and I ran. Mike Wilson, salute, bro. I ain't see you. What's good, my boy? I ain't see your name. Boneyard in this motherfucker. Salute my boy in the super chat. 1990. That's love, bro. That's love right there, Boneyard. Appreciate the love, bro. Real. So, let me tell y'all a story, man. This shit is ironic as a motherfucker, though. That I knew I was gonna do this live stream since this morning, right? I knew I was gonna do this live stream since this morning, but this is so ironic, y'all. So, you know, I'm just casually, you know, I got off work, went to the barbershop. My uncle pulled up on me so I could edit a video for him for his car channel. His car channel name is Benny87, and he got an old school. He love old school. He's an old school nigga. So, you know, I was editing his video on the fly, whatever. You know, we went to the Family Dollars, to the gas station. He hopped in the car with me. We went to the gas station, right? And I run into my partner. His name is Jason, right? Middle of St. Louis. You know, I get my haircut in the trenches. So we in the middle. We at the gas station. We stop. We see him. My uncle caught him first. We used to watch a lot of fights in his house, like a lot of Mayweather fights. I'm talking about like years ago. You know, you already know when Mayweather was fighting, when Mayweather fought Canelo, when Mayweather fought, who else? A few motherfuckers. We used to watch at his house all the time. Like, so you know this had to been like 5, 7 years. It was a while ago, right? So first thing first, my uncle must have said something when he seen him, because he seen him before me, because my uncle went inside the gas station. And then they came back out to the car to me. But when my uncle must have like, the nigga Quiz outside. He must have said that nigga Marlo outside. And you know, he you know he on that Earl shit. What's good? The guy Joy, what's up, bro? So bro said, I gotta go holler at him. That's what my uncle told me after the fact. He said, I gotta go holler at him. So he came outside, came to me talking some Terence Crawford shit. You heard me? So I had to get on his ass, bro. I'm talking about the middle of the gas station. I'm talking about literally, we in the trenches, nigga, middle of the gas station. We just going back and forth. He like, this what he said. He said, man, Earl scared of Terence Crawford. He don't want to fight Terence Crawford. I said, what the fuck? The CEO in the building, that's my boy. $10 in the chat. He said, salute, we in here. Salute, my boy. Appreciate the love. So he in this motherfucker talking about Errol Spence scared. He probably gonna show up in the chat too, because I told him I was finna go live. He subscribed to my channel because he didn't know I had a YouTube channel. So he subscribed to my channel. He like, yeah, man, Terence Crawford gonna beat the shit out of Earl, bro. But Earl is a monster, this and that. So I'm like, nah, bro, Earl ain't never ducked that nigga. Because he was saying Earl ducking Terence Crawford. So we going back and forth at the gas station for at least 30 minutes. We 30 minutes at the gas station. Everybody, you know, girls going in the store, niggas, you know, crackheads, all type of shit, motherfuckers walking past, motherfuckers begging, you know, all type of shit. You know, but we arguing about Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. This nigga love Terence Crawford. He said he love Errol Spence too, but he feel like Errol Spence been ducking Bud for 5 years, so I had to run his ass down, because he loved boxing just like I had to run his ass down the whole week, going back and forth or whatever. So then, you know what I'm saying, after he subscribed to the channel or whatever, he subscribed to the channel and he like, I'm gonna be in the building. So, you know, I'm like, damn, I'm glad he just gave me a little bit of that energy, because I need that for the motherfucking live stream. I knew I was gonna go live anyway, but it was just ironic that I bumped in this to the Terence Crawford fan. You heard me? So, you know, we shake up or whatever. We gonna get with each other or whatever. You know, we gonna put some money up for the fight. So, yeah, man, that's what just happened. Literally an hour ago. I promise, swear to God, an hour ago. I was just arguing with this nigga in the middle of the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Just Do Boxing said, salute the real Marlo in respect to the chat. Salute my boy, the CEO said Tyson need to stop lying, saying Earl porn mustache. Spence got dropped by. Oh yeah, bro. We finna. Don't worry. Hey, CEO, don't worry. I'm telling you, I got the screen already pulled up. Don't worry. I got Tyson's. I got Tyson. But yeah, man. So I had to school the homeboy Jason on this Terence Crawford Errol Spence shit. Like, bro, stop playing, bro. This nigga Bud knew what the fuck he was doing the whole time. He with Bob around, but that's beside the point, because we finna have a fight any motherfucking day. Probably finna get announced, but I'm telling him how Terence Crawford hesitation. He been hesitating ever since he seen Errol Spence take Ugas eyeball. You know what I'm saying? That just made his ass start acting different, and I just had to let him know what it is. This my uncle. He was right with me. Let me see what he say. What's the word, nigga?
That nigga, I think I uploaded the video to the wrong channel.
Delete it. But come to my boxing channel. Come in the chat. I'm telling you.
How do I delete it, my nigga?
Go click on the bubble on the right front, then go to your channel and then delete the video.
Okay.
I'm telling them the story of how we ran into Jason. Nigga, I'm live right now.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, man, we had that argument at that gas station. Put some fire in me, man. I had to let bro know, man. Stop fucking playing, man. Terence Crawford ass a fucking, he know what's up. He finna get his fucking eyes snatched out. He finna get fucked over. I'm telling you, man. But before we get to the main topic, another thing that happened this week was what was that little video I just made? Let me see this little video I just made, y'all. So Steven Espinoza came out the other day, right? And he responded to a few rumors. He didn't say the exact rumor that he was responding to, but I'm assuming because this was the most recent rumor, the one where about Terence Crawford turning down a 3-fight deal. What's good, Big T? Salute, my boy. So I assume, hey, it was that fight. I mean, that rumor he was talking about with the 3-fight deal. And I made a video. I had to tell these niggas, like, bro, me personally, you can't tell me that Terence Crawford is going to accept a 3-fight deal from Showtime because the nigga won't be able to see the next. He'll be lucky if he can even see the next day. And you telling me that he going to be fighting 3 fights in a row? That shit ain't happening, bro. Errol Spence is 3 fights in 1. That was my video this morning was about. I want to talk about this again during the live because niggas don't understand. Like, when you fight Earl, man, you losing. You know what I'm saying? You losing your lifespan. Like, your lifespan start going away. So it's kind of like you think you fight 1 fight. I'm going to make some more money after this. I'm going to get another fight. But it don't happen like that. Yeah, I'm telling you, nigga, you losing lifespan, bro. He is 3 fights in 1. Ain't no just fight Earl and then Earl is the end game. That's what I'm trying to tell guys. So ain't no 3-fight deal. So I salute Terence Crawford for not signing. I mean, if that shit was true, I salute Terence Crawford for not going for some dumbass shit like that. Because guess what's going to happen, right? He signed a 3-fight deal. Errol Spence end his ass, take the nigga eyeballs, break the nigga ribs, send his ass, make his hospital bills go up, boom. Now, Showtime's trying to sue you for not abiding by the contract, so now they got to take some of the money that was a part of your contract. So you've been dragging this fight along, trying to get all this paper just to be giving up some paper. That's dumb as fuck. That's a bad business move from Terence Crawford. So I salute Terence Crawford for not doing no dumb ass shit like that. If that was the case, which it's a rumor, but I'm just saying if that was the case, if he did turn down a 3-fight deal, ain't no 3-fight deal. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no 3-fight deal. Errol Spence is the 3 fights in 1 special package, nigga, retirement package. That's what it is. It's a retirement package. Retirement package, my boy. Look what he did to Mikey. Somebody said earlier in my comment section about how could you compare Mikey Garcia to Terence Crawford? I said, I'm not comparing a style, bro. When I compare them, I'm talking about the fact how Mikey Garcia, right, fought Errol Spence and he retired after that. He had a little fight in between, get a little more paper, robbed Dazzin for $7,000 more, and then he retired. So this is, this what Terence Crawford going through right now. He finna get beat so bad, the nigga eyes gonna be gone, and then he out the door. It's a retirement, so ain't no 3 fights. Forget about the 3 fights. That is 3 fights. It's done after that. I'm telling y'all, it's over. See what y'all saying? We finna get to this Mike Tyson clip, man, because I just watched this shit too when I left the barbershop. So let me see what y'all saying, man. Oh, say Earl the reason Danny Garcia was crying. He the reason that nigga went into the fucking depression. And that's another thing we ain't talking about online yet. Danny Garcia tried to turn around and say, oh man, I was fighting depression. So that's why I lost to Earl, right? So that's what he was alluding to the whole fucking lead up to the Jose Benavidez fight. Then turned around after the fight, Earl got on his ass and said, fuck his depression. Then he turned around like, I said you won fair and square. Nigga, no the fuck you didn't. You try to act like this was the reason you lost to him. when we knew damn well you couldn't fuck with him if you had depression or not. It don't fucking matter. So we wasn't never saying he ain't had depression or he was lying. We were just saying the fact that that ain't the reason you lost. If you were going through depression, then what the fuck Errol Spence was going through? Super depression? Because he the one who went through all the shit. So that was my whole thing with the whole Danny Garcia move. Danny Garcia pissed me off with that shit. Then, you know what I'm saying? He tried to throw rocks and then hide his hand. When Errol Spence, he tried to redirect the energy and say, it doesn't matter when you're rich to be in depression. Nigga, the whole motherfucking world, everybody in the goddamn chat, and everybody was going through depression because of the pandemic. Niggas had to get used to staying in the house, wearing masks every day, all types of shit, bro. So, come on, bro. Chill, bro. So Earl got on his ass and told his ass, nigga, I don't give a fuck, but nobody think or gotta say, nigga, it's niggas who can't even pay their bills. I don't think I give a fuck about a rich nigga. So Danny tried to redirect the energy to turn people and make people look at Errol Spence like he you know what I'm saying, he the bad guy. I ain't like that little hoe ass shit, that old hoe ass shit. That was some bitch ass shit from Danny, man. But it is what it is, man. Let's get on this Mike Tyson shit. Mario saying anyone who Earl Point might as well call them a punching bag. Facts. Mikey would have gave Crawford a good fight. Yeah, he would have lost though, but yeah, Mikey got better defense than Bud too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to survive, and you know Errol Spence came in not his best self. So let's listen to this clip I heard Mike Tyson. Let's listen to it.
Fight isn't set yet, but if it were to come to fruition, who do you like with Crawford versus Spence?
Hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight, huh?
Yeah, you gotta listen. You got a master in there with a mean hell of a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Pause it right there. So it kind of seemed like Mike Tyson then updated himself on Errol Spence because he gave his take probably like last month. And he sound like he don't even fucking watch Errol Spence and didn't watch the Ugas fight, only seen the clip. So now he's saying Errol Spence a mean motherfucker. So I take it as if maybe he's helped promoting this fight and want to help because he know this is a good ass fight. He probably did his research on Errol or whatever. That's just my take I took on it. Let me know what y'all think.
And I would go, but the master is coming up in weight. He's the small guy. But he's been successful with big guys. And
right.
I used to look at the fight that Terence had with Porter, and I looked at the fight that he had with Porter. He handled Porter so easily when it was up and down fight with Spence. But then again, styles make fights.
Exactly.
Pause it right there. Because we got to dig on this situation for a minute. And I'm going to tell y'all what I hate real quick, man. Tell y'all what I hate, man. This is a popular thing that a lot of fans say and a lot of other people say too. You know, like coaches, other fighters. I ain't gonna say it pisses me off, but it annoys the hell out of me that they say that how they compare Errol Spence versus Sean Porter to Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter. To me, we can't compare that shit, man. Nobody can come and tell me that fighters or fans, fighters, and or because you a coach or you around boxing, you know more than fans. You don't, bro, because these guys do not watch the shit as deeply as we do. They don't watch this shit as deeply as we do. The fact that he say, all right, man, Errol Spence win, you know, barely beat Sean, because that's what a lot of people be saying, and Terence Crawford beat him easy. This is what happened. Kenny Porter, which is Sean Porter's daddy, seen Errol Spence in the amateurs. See, I gotta go all the way back. He seen Errol Spence in the amateurs, seen how he working, beat motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter was beating motherfuckers up too. You know, he won versus Usyk, Demetrius Andrade, a couple other motherfuckers or whatever, Danny Jacobs. And he looked at Errol Spence and he was like, And I wish he was my son. You know what I'm saying? I wish he was my other son, or I wish he was the son to replace this son. You know what I'm saying? So Sean Porter, you know, he's a jealous guy. So he kind of felt that energy. And he kind of knew the fact, like, he like, all right. You know what I'm saying? My daddy like this nigga. You know, daddy, you only supposed to like me. So Sean Porter grew up with this resentment. No sources. I just this is just my assessment. You know what I'm saying? Mr. No Source. That's my name. But anyway, Sean know Kenny Porter love him some Errol Spence low key, right? So Sean Porter wanted to beat Errol Spence so bad, right? Not only that, right? Because he knew his daddy loved Earl. It's the fact that Errol Spence told him to the face in a face-to-face. He fight like he's swimming and all these different things. You know what I'm saying? I did a bunch of videos. They went viral on that situation. So he said he'll cut Errol Spence and different things like that or whatever. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And he fought Errol Spence and he trained for Errol Spence for at least 3 training camps. Sean Porter trained for Errol Spence for 3 training camps. 3. I'm not sure if niggas know how long that is to be training. He was training so much, niggas was speculating on if Sean Porter was going overtrain. That's how much they was like, damn, that nigga trained his ass off. They'll show an episode or a clip of the fight camp. Sean Porter was training his motherfucking life. That was like the fight of his life, bro. He fought that fight with a different passion. You know what I'm saying? This shit is facts. He fought this shit with you know what I'm saying, with a different vibe on the inside, right? So, you know, he put up a good fight versus Errol Spence, but to me, I had it 8-4. Errol Spence obviously won to me. And Errol Spence hit his ass in the jaw in the left round, almost broke his neck. But the fact that he went through some hell of a training, Sean Porter bounced back up, and he was way more motivated. But then you turn around, right? Sean Porter fought Terence Crawford, but somehow miraculously, Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, did not train for Terence Crawford for whatever reason. If you ask me, I believe the reason because they was friends, or he wanted to be part of the story that Terence Crawford beat him worse than what Earl, you know, some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wanted that to be a part of the story. That's what I feel like personally. Some people think it was rigged, straight up rigged. Like they had this shit in the deal. Sean Porter, you gonna lose to me, and we gonna get this big ass Errol Spence fight and that's that. I'm just saying, man. That's what a lot of people thought, right? I ain't gonna go so as far as to say that, but it definitely looks like that. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know what I'm saying? So with Mike Tyson saying what he said, man, it annoys the fuck out of me. Because there was a totally different Sean Porter that fought Errol Spence and fought Terence Crawford. He put it all into fighting Earl. He showed up half-ass versus Bud, plus his daddy said he didn't train and he knew he was going to throw in the towel from the get-go. And he threw in the towel. So I just don't like the fact that shit came out like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to a little more of Mike Tyson. I had to do that whole rundown because that shit annoys me. When people say that, hey man, look what Terence Crawford did to Sean, and look what Earl did. He got him out way earlier. He made it look easy. That shit just so not true.
Mike Spence had the Cuban. God damn. Got up, he got dropped, got up. The guy's a hell of a fighter too. Got up and killed him.
Now this another thing that annoys me. And it's like Mike Tyson probably like the only motherfucker that be saying this shit. He say that Errol Spence got dropped and then got up. My boy, yo, in a super chat, What's good, bro? You got $10 in a super chat. Salute, fam. Salute. I still and my boy in the super chat. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thanks for the love, bro. I still say Porters were intimidated by Bud and envious of Spence. Spence took shine. So, pause. I'm glad you added there. Yeah, bro. He took that nigga heart out of his chest on some scorpion shit. You hear me? He said, get over. You know, that's how it went. It was different, man. It was different. The whole energy and everything surrounding the fight was different. Shine fought Bud. It was super nice in that bitch. Like, you will see certain rounds where Shine would pat that nigga on the back like, good round, buddy. Judges should have scored you for that round, friend. You know what I'm saying? So like some old bitch ass shit. And then another thing, when the nigga was fighting, he started hitting the ground like this shit. Like he was just so mad. But then when he fought Earl dropped him, that nigga jumped up like, ew, like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? It was just different. And it seemed like niggas don't get that through their head. I be trying to tell them that it was different, bro. It wasn't the same shit. It was too nice. He was a nice ass nigga, man. But anyway, man, this the other thing that annoyed the fuck out of me when they say Earl, when Mike Tyson say Earl got dropped. He didn't get a drop, bro. And I reckon that he wasn't even that fucking hurt. El Jefe, big dog in the motherfucking super chat. $20. He say Spence turned Porter into a full-time podcast. Facts. And we all know this shit when a nigga 1 foot in and 1 foot out of boxing, your focus ain't even there to be in there to be kill mode. You ain't really in that mode no more. You can find multiple interviews with Sean Porter saying that my mind was set on retirement after Errol Spence. And then you just rewire. You tell me you rewired your shit. And then all of a sudden you wanted to be Bud. Come on, man. Stop fucking playing. You didn't want to be Bud like that. Period. But yeah, man. Mike Tyson keeps saying Earl got dropped. He ain't get dropped. I reckon that he wasn't even that hurt. To keep it a brick, he wasn't even that hurt. Just think about it. He wasn't that hurt. So he went against the ropes. He's like, all right, boom, bounced off the ropes. He immediately had his footing. His footing was he was already set in his stance. Usually, a nigga get hurt, you will see him like how Bud was against Gamboa. You will see one of them legs, that back leg, that motherfucker ain't always stable. It look like nigga crip walking this shit. It look like a nigga, you know what I'm saying, doing a stanky leg. So it's a difference Actually, man, I can't wait to see how Bud chin hold up for this fight. We're gonna touch on that next. I just got to see how that motherfucker hold up.
You can't stand still with Spence. You gotta move.
Yep.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, he has to do a lot of movement. He has to do a lot of movement. Because if you stand still, he'll break you down. You can't let him on you.
Now, that was correct. That was correct. But this the thing, though. This another thing. I'm going to correct them on that. A lot of people say you got to move against Errol Spence. I think moving get your ass beat even worse. Moving and shit get your ass chased down like a fucking gazelle by a goddamn lion in the plains. I'm telling you, man. So all that extra movement drains your stamina. Do y'all hear me? All that extra movement, you so antsy. You ain't too relaxed. Errol Spence landing bombs on you. He landing bombs on you, and that's taking down your stamina on top of you and your excessive movement. And Bud, that nigga look like he kind of bulking up for this fight. If y'all ask me, man, I seen a picture. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull that bitch up too. Nah, I ain't gonna be able to pull it up because it's too late. I'm not. Matter of fact, yes, I can. I'm tripping. it looked like Terence Crawford bulking up. Ever since Terence Crawford been, even if he do it, I don't give a fuck. His eye still getting took. Ever since Bud been at 147, he ain't been doing all that moving shit that he used to do at 140, like bouncing around the ring. You know, he do some little movement, little in and out, but actually really moving like these guys advising him to do, he ain't gonna be able to do. Because the fact that when Bud started moving, you know, they missed the fact that Errol Spence is exceptional at cutting off the ring. Moving and shit is actually what's gonna get his ass dropped. It's gonna get him dropped. Cause he gonna move right back into a left hand to the eye. And the eye gonna pop out. Exactly what's gonna happen, man. Let me see what y'all saying, man. Facts. Said body shots put cement in your shoes. Yeah, bro. Like you in quicksand, he started landing body shots on you, bro. You ain't no more moving no more. Ugas tried to move. It's like people ain't really watching the Ugas fight and actually studying that motherfucker. I done watched it so many times. I went to the fight and I recorded it. I seen every angle, 3D, first person, everything. So when I seen the motherfucker, right, I went home, you can see he was trying to get out the way. But after a few rounds, after like 4 or 5 rounds, he was already done for. Errol Spence had already weakened him to the point where his ribs was probably already broke by then. He just had a super poker face on. His ribs was probably already broke, so he couldn't really move too much. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you think he was stable, you know, for the eye to get took. He was trying to move. Once that's how his eyeball got took in the first place. You couldn't go nowhere. Man, you got a big ass nigga. You act like you in there fighting Triple G. This nigga Errol Spence is hawking your ass down, bro. You're not moving nowhere. You gotta fight. And plus, Terence Crawford wanna fight. So can't forget that. He wanna fight. It ain't like he trying to move around and all this shit. And that nigga his IQ ain't as high people be saying it is. He wanna fight. You can watch a few of his recent fights and see like that was stupid for Terence Crawford. When Terence Crawford fought Green Beans, right? You can hear the commentators, which was Andre Ward and Tim Bradley, stating the fact, why is Terence Crawford fighting like that? Because Terence Crawford was trying to go tooth and nail with Green Beans, and Green Beans was catching his ass over and over, like fucking him up. You know what I'm saying? Fucking him up bad. He couldn't go nowhere, man. That's how he got dropped in the first place. Because of the type of fight he would fight. So what do you think he gonna do with Errol once Errol start fucking him up, landing them shots on him, jabbing him? It's gonna be a moment in a fight where he gonna want to get desperate. Because it ain't as easy to hit Errol Spence as you think it is. Oh man, everybody be like, oh man, it's easy to hit Errol. He there to be hit. Man, you gotta take chances to him. And one of the chances is losing your fucking eyesight to even hit the nigga. He's so good at judging distance. So as he jabbing you, you gotta get desperate to try to land your shots, and then he catch your ass with a pull count. It's just different shit, man. Like, I can't wait, bro. But another thing, man, they say the fight. That's another thing. I just seen he said Jamel will also whoop Crawford. That's another thing the homeboy Jason said at the gas station when we was going back and forth and shit about a couple hours ago. He was saying, how come Jamel ain't responding to Terence Crawford? Bro. Terence Crawford got to worry about his eyeballs. He shouldn't even be looking at it. He need to enjoy his eyesight while he can. He shouldn't be worried about no fucking Jamel gonna knock his ass out. It's just gonna be over. But actually, the worst of beating that he gonna take is actually the fight that's finna happen. That's the worst of beating. He trying to go for the lower task. He rather, you know what I'm saying? He rather get knocked out than lose his fucking eyes. I kind of understand that in a way, you know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? I can understand that in a way. Yum. Let me see. Damn, I think I skipped some comments. Ellie Peters say, Earl the type of game boss you face to where as soon as the fight starts, you begin to slowly lose health and stamina. Facts, bro. Facts. Your fucking health bar is going down, nigga. You losing your health bar. Not only you got a health. If you play something like fight now, you got a health bar and you got a motherfucking stamina bar. So make me pull this shit up. You got a health bar and you got a stamina bar. Errol Spence, he not only taking down your stamina, he taking down your health bar, bro. So you losing your health. You losing your health. Richard White said, "What up? Boy, want to get that Popeye when they fight." Yeah, bro. Terence Crawford ain't coming out there fighting unscathed, bro. I'm telling you, he ain't coming out there.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
He never said something nice too. He said that high guard is very strong. Errol Spence got that tight high guard where you got throw loopy punches. They even get in that motherfucker, and he throwing straighter punches. Errol Spence punches get to the mark faster than what Terence Crawford punches do, like way faster. They get there way faster. Yeah, Clarissa Shield did say that she tried to pull Earl's arm down and it couldn't move. Yeah, nigga, strong in a motherfucker. Bud ass gonna find out the hard way. Then Garcia said, "Yeah, man." He said, "Yeah, man. It looked easy." Well, that's why I didn't understand all that bullshit that Danny Garcia was saying. He said it looked easier than what it is when we get in the ring. What's good, J8? Salute, my boy. Peter say Vegas tickets round trip was $260 last week. They up to $400. Bud hurting the fight by taking so long. A lot of people planning on going won't be able to do to work, kids, ticket, and hotel price. Yeah, bro. Even said short shots versus rhythm. Yeah, and then that's another thing. Fat ass bow match.
One love, one game, one desire, one flame, one bonfire, let it burn.
Hold on. I don't like that music. That shit might copyright my shit. I stopped that. Hold on. I stopped that shit. That shit might fuck up the monetization on my shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to play right now. Yeah, man, that nigga, Womack is an ass of a trainer, man. That's another thing we need to talk about. Matter of fact, let me go back to YouTube. Womack is an ass of a trainer. That nigga is ass. The way he trained fucking Maurice Hooker was horrendous, man. That shit fucked me up, bro. What's my gamer tag? Let me show you. Here we go, right here. Marlo the Die, number 635. Valentine, salute my boy in the super chat. Keep grinding. You already know my boy. That's my guy right there, Valentine, my nigga, man. Yeah, man. What Womack did with Maurice Hooker, bro? Oh my God, bro. I could have fucking trained that nigga better than that. That shit was horrible, man. What the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? That shit was ass, bro. I could have trained that nigga Maurice Hooker and had that nigga in better shape than that. Like that, boy. And then Terence Crawford had the nerve to say, yeah, I sparred and trained with Maurice Hooker. So yeah, he gonna be guaranteed he gonna be the shot. He gonna be the shot of Blair Cobbs. That lets you know something right there. We're gonna get on that too. Chris Fisher in the super chat. Chris Algier tried running fast, bro. And you see how that shit, you see how mobile, that's what niggas don't understand. You see how loose and mobile Errol Spence was against Chris Algier. He was trying to run, used all that excessive movement. He had way more movement with Bud, dude. He was moving around, all type of shit. Errol Spence, you see how mobile he was on his toes, chased that nigga ass down, got his ass against the ropes, cut the ring off, and knocked his ass out. I'm just keeping it 100. The footwork, Chris Algieri, a lot of niggas ain't gonna give Chris Algieri a lot of credit, but Errol Spence had to turn his ass to a nutrition. That's another nigga. He gave HR promotions. Errol Spence man down, HR promotions. Gave that nigga a new job and made that nigga a nutritionist. He went from a boxer to a nutritionist. So Chris Algieri went from he went to a nutritionist. The nigga had some good ass footwork. Gotta give it to him. He had some good footwork. He, shuffling, shuffle. He was doing this different shit around the ring. And Errol Spence chased his motherfucking ass down. And that nigga couldn't go nowhere. And he made him have to fight. So that's not the right game plan for Errol Spence. It's to do a lot of movement. Like, that ain't the right shit, bro. Let's go to Bo McIntyre. Nigga so ass of a trainer, bro. That shit was, man, what the fuck? Here we go, right here. Nah, this my video. What's that nigga name you fought? Find it. That nigga, bro. That nigga cannot train, bro. Like, then all his fighters got their ass beat this year, I think. Like, to be honest, this shit crazy. Like, who else got their ass beat? Shakur came in that motherfucker, outboxed the shit out of you, man. Then, he, like, what is Bud gonna do? Let's say this, right? Let's say this, y'all. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford get in a nice ass round. Errol Spence get the better of Bud, which I, fuck Bud up, hit him in the fucking eye, hit him in the rib, and then Bud go back to the rope. Go back to his corner. Dini, he go back to the corner, right? What the fuck is Bo Mac gonna say? I mean, you gotta get your rhythm, bud. You gotta get your rhythm. You gotta get your rhythm. That's all he gonna say. You gotta get your rhythm. Nigga, fuck the rhythm. This nigga is trying to take my eye, nigga. Like, what else is you gonna tell me? Like, he ain't got no correct instructions. Now, Errol Spence go back to Derrick James, right? Short shot. Pivot, turn around like this. Short shot. You got jab. It's gonna be different instructions. It's gonna be different. It ain't gonna be, get your rhythm, Earl. Get your rhythm, Earl. Like, what the fuck, nigga? How is that gonna save my motherfucking eyeballs? It ain't gonna save it, bro. The shit gonna be gone by the time they get his rhythm. The nigga reel's gonna be broke by the time he get his rhythm. That shit ain't no fucking nothing.
About this video with Bo Mac and he gets hit with a vicious.
This ain't the fucking video. This somebody else.
And gets up to.
Man, this ain't the video. Where that shit at, man? Here you go. Get your rhythm, bud. What the fuck, nigga? Nigga, my eye hurt. The fuck? My shit is near destruction. You talk about get my motherfucking rhythm. Whoop his ass. Well, he saying stupid shit. He ain't giving no instructions.
Bokser z Nevady też umie boksować, też stara się uderzać. Dobrze teraz Artur na środku ringu, lewa, prawa. Któryś z tych ciosów na pewno mimo zasłony doszedł, patrząc głęboko w oczy. Teraz zmieścił między tymi rękawicami. Takich prawych. Dobrze teraz lewa. Tutaj o kondycję Artura na pewno się jest.
And his trunk covering his belly, but man, this shit crazy. Man, what the fuck is Bo Mac gonna tell Bud to do, y'all? What is he gonna tell him to do? Bud ass is doomed. And then crazy thing is, hey, oh damn, Chris Fisher in the super chat, he said, salute, my boy. He said you can't dance when your side hurt. You got to sit down. You gotta have a seat, nigga. Facts, bro. You gotta sit down, nigga. Your motherfucker real broke, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All that shit dead. Hey, somebody said why Bo Mac trunk so big? Yeah, them bitches like 3X. Let me see. Them motherfuckers. bitch gotta be 3X.
Na szczękę i ta...
Ain't no way the motherfuckers the same truck you nigga running like that.
270 funtów uklękło na kolanach. Sędzia patrzył głęboko w oczy, wyliczył do 8.
Them motherfuckers down to his ankle.
Artur w ataku, będzie chciał skończyć. Dobrze, na górę. Jeszcze raz, na ucho. Uderzenie jedno, lewą, prawą stroną. Jeszcze raz, Artur. Krzyczy publiczność, my również.
Not only is this nigga, he was a horrible fighter, horrible trainer, and he a horrible manager for telling Bud ass to hold his motherfucking fight up. To ask for more money so he can buy him a motherfucking barbecue place and shit, man. This nigga crazy. Monopoly Inc. Music, what's good, my boy? Monopoly in the building. What's up, bro? This nigga Bomac doing all this hold up of the fight, right? Trying to get more money that he claimed for Bud, but it's really for a barbecue place. You know what I'm saying? Spill Dog, salute to Spill Dog, man. Y'all go subscribe to Spill Dog, man. That boy, he an OG for real. And he know his boxing shit. He always on top of his shit. I watch all his shit. Y'all subscribe to Spill Dog channel and like all his videos. And I hit the like button before I continue past motherfucking 10 seconds. I hit the like button on your shit, Spill Dog. Salute to Spill Dog.
I dobrze, jednak w klinczu w tej chwili Artur zablokowany, sędzia przerywa, próbuje odciągnąć boksera amerykańskiego, daje mu
man, this nigga, I'm telling you, man. Oh yeah, we can watch that interview next to Mario. John Kramer in the building. Salute, my boy. Salute. Let's finish getting on Bomac real quick. We'll get to what's his fucking name? Bullet. Booker T looking motherfucker, man. Predator looking motherfucker, man. Rolly coach. We gonna get on him next.
Tak to czas, ponownie uderzenie na prawą stronę, na wątrobę, klinczuje bokser amerykański, jeszcze raz na dół, bardzo mądrze walczy w tej chwili Artur, każde uderzenie na dół to obniżenie rąk na górze i wtedy będzie można zmieścić to celne, kolejne uderzenie, które powali.
Monopoly in this bitch. In a super chat. Say just glad I caught your live. Salute, bro. Forever support you. Keep us laughing. Salute, my boy. Appreciate the super chat, man. You know it's all love. What size you? Hey, Monopoly. What size you think Bomac Trunk's in this frame right here? Like, look, like if you look at the measurement of it, it look like Bomac Trunks come down to his shin, and the other dude trunks like above his knee. So. What you think them bitches is? 3X or 4X?
Czarnoskórego boksera Artur przepycha się w tej chwili, bardziej to przypomina zapasy. Odpoczął już, widać, i ma więcej siły. Artur jednak walczy.
He tried that little uppercut though. Terence Crawford be throwing though. You know, one thing about Terence Crawford, he do got a nice ass uppercut though. But I think Errol Spence high guard, you know, negates all that shit, you know what I'm saying? The uppercut. And usually Terence Crawford like to throw his uppercut after he throw his check hook. So what he do, which is good fundamental, he like to on his back foot, like to check hook. But Errol Spence don't never go in chin first. He come in jab first. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get that shit right. And not only do he throw one jab, he throw 2, 3, maybe even 4 of them bitches. Jabs in a row, so that way it throws off rhythm. That Bomac always tell fucking Terence Crawford. It throw off the fucking rhythm, right? So think about it. It's hard for him to time him with a check hook or uppercut if he gotta eat no fucking jab like a chicken sandwich. So it's hard to just time it and then boom with the check hook. Like, it's hard to time the nigga, man. He said, Bomac got counted. Yeah, bro. He almost lifted his ass up, so he threw the uppercut. Man, that shit crazy. And he was wobbling everywhere. Like, this nigga was, he didn't even get hit and he was wobbling.
stara się zmieścić. Jeden, drugi cios.
Yeah, he ain't him. He just failed. He just failed. That shit crazy, man.
Artur cudownym unikiem. Nie ma liczenia oczywiście. Poszybowała.
Somebody said he the black butterbean, but let's go to let's watch some more Rolly coach. What's that nigga name again? Yeah, Bullet. Who the fuck he talking? Seen some. I seen the headline. I ain't watch it yet, so he gave his ain't look his name up yet because he don't really have a name like that. So Rolly real name is G-Shot, but I gave him that name. That's his real name, to be honest. Like, the fuck you talking about? I'm on his ass. This about his head, man.
Make this the summer you realized the farther you go, the better it gets. And discovered that even out here, you're never alone.
Good, bro.
Make this the summer of Jeep with the most
Spear Dog said Earl gets caught with the right uppercut, but Bud gets caught with the same punch. If Bud can't hurt Earl, he gets bullet. Facts, bro.
So obviously, everybody wants to know.
Sometimes Earl get hit with the straight right hand sometimes too, but
We're waiting on the phone call from his manager.
You don't throw that motherfucker right, he get time with the pull counter and fuck you up.
We're ready to get back in the ring, potty up.
Let me see what this nigga talking about.
Active training, or is it still kind of
Yeah. Rolly's always in the gym.
Earl has
He's maintained his weight well. He's motivated. Working on the
facts. Let me speak on it. Yeah, Earl do got a good ass uppercut just like Bud got. But everything boxing in the building was good, my boy. My nigga, everything boxing, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. If you ain't, you already supposed to be subscribed, but if you ain't, go subscribe to Everything Boxing and like all his videos too. But yeah, well, I was just saying, oh yeah, it seemed like Bud throw his uppercuts on the back foot. Errol Spence throw a lot of his uppercuts like after a jab. He don't just, you know, they use their uppercuts different, because if you pay attention to the Ugas fight, the uppercut is what really broke that nigga Ugas eyeball. That's what snatched his eye out, was the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? That uppercut deadly as a motherfucker, but also Earl got that right hook too. Bud got a good right hook. So that they got a lot of the same good punches, but they just use them different.
couple things that we gotta.
Errol Spence like throw his right hook when you against the ropes. And another thing I seen him do that you don't usually see Earl do in a lot of his fights is he was using angles to, you know what I'm saying, to dig more into his punches to make them, you know what I'm saying, harder than what they would regularly be. Like for instance, he was throwing his shots and hooks and shit from different angles. He wasn't just throwing that motherfucker from the center line. He was shifting to the right, and he'll come back left with the right uppercut to make that motherfucker hurt even worse. Like, I don't know if people were really paying attention there, but that shit was going down though. Christopher Russell, Spence took both of Peterson. Yeah, he fuck. That's one person I do forget about. He definitely took that nigga out for sure. Barbarian. I feel sorry for Lamont though. You know what I'm saying? Other guy he took, I kind of feel sorry for Ugas too, just a little bit, but I ain't gonna feel sorry once Bud get his eye took it. He need that motherfucker to. I feel sorry for Lamont though. Cause he was the only one willing to step in there where everybody was bullshitting at the time. And he was like the first one to really, really like, you know what I'm saying? Because Kell Brook, he made his move, went up to fight Triple G, but he came back down. He ain't had no choice. That was the next best option, next big check to fight Earl. He was kind of forced to. gonna give us the belt one way or another. But then Lamont, he was the first one to step up when Danny, Sean, Keith, all of them was on some fuck shit, ducking. He was the first one to be like, what's up? I'll get in there with him. And that's why I gotta give Lamont a lot of respect.
Refocus on. There's nothing that a camp don't know. You just have to refocus on certain things, you understand?
What he talking about?
It's a car crash, so it is what it is. But Rolly's very confident. I'm very confident.
They be over there talking some bull.
Trying to learn about boxing. Why did Rolly get caught with that shot that ultimately ended the fight being stopped?
He got caught with...
The reason I gotta get on Booker T is because of the title. I want to see what he say. He say, Rolly Romero coach saying Spence needs balls. Contract. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Crawford? No, Frank Martin.
Frank Martin? Oh, yeah.
Frank Martin ain't got...
Frank Martin?
He ain't got his weight up. What rank is Frank Martin? Who has he fought? I mean, you fought a 2-week...
Niggas get slept by Tank and then start talking about who the fuck somebody fought. That shit don't make no sense. That nigga Tank just knocked your fucking ass out and made y'all niggas a meme. And now you saying talking about who is Frank Martin? Like Frank Martin, some chump. Stop playing, man. He attached to Errol Spence, so he got automatic. Clout.
In camp,
so
Marinas.
You know what I'm saying?
2 weeks. I know he wasn't in shape. I know what Jimmy said. You know what I'm saying? He almost went the full distance. Rolly's a different person than people may want to give him credit for. So way skilled, way powerful fighter, way smart fighter than people think.
You mentioned Errol Spence. You just talked about, he put Frank Martin, but is there any real possibility we could see Rolly against Errol Spence?
Errol Spence promotes himself. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if a 47-pounder want to fight a 35-pounder and he has the power, I think that they can make it happen.
The fact that he just said, you know what I'm saying, they weight class lets you know them niggas don't want to fucking fight. They don't want no smoke. Second, I ain't even want to entertain this shit. I've been hearing rumors, but I ain't know he actually said it. This is my first time hearing this interview. But I've been ignoring this whole little shit I've been hearing about this the whole time. About the Rolly saying you want to fight. I already know the plan. I know what he doing. I've been ignoring this shit. But the fact that he just said, if a 147-pounder want to fight they scared. Period. Earl fuck around murder that dude, man. Stop fucking playing, man. There ain't even no discussion. Tank already slept you. Go on about your business, bro. I would like to see actually him versus Frank Martin or a couple other guys. You know, Ryan Garcia. Even Devin Haney. Even though Devin beat his ass in one, but I was still like...
We don't back down from any weight class or any fighter. Fighters are fighters. If you get into a fight with somebody and you both have skills, you both in the fight game, hey, let it happen. You know what I'm saying? The heavyweight division from 200 to 300 plus. If Wilder can fight Tyson Fury, anybody can fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is balls and sign a contract. So when these guys hiding behind, 130, 135, 140, quit hiding behind the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Fighters are fighters.
Look at this saying dumb shit. Let me get off this shit, man. That shit ain't worth entertaining. We got a bunch of new people in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's go Grassroots in the building. What's good, Grassroots? Y'all hit that like button in the channel. We're going to go back to the topic, y'all, since I know a lot of people missed it. We're going to go back to what Mike Tyson said in case somebody missed it. Got a bunch of new people in the building since we talked about it. Let's go back to the Mike Tyson thing.
I know this fight isn't set yet, but if it were to come to fruition, who do you like with Crawford versus Spence?
Hell of a fight.
Hell of a fight, huh?
Yeah, you gotta listen. You got a master in there with a mean hell of a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
And I would go, but the master is coming up in weight. He's the small guy.
I just caught something. It sounded like Mike Tyson said I would go with. It sounded like he wanted to say Earl, but he gotta stick to the script. he gotta stick to the script. You heard me? He been running around with Bud. I think they doing some promotional shit or something like that. I'm not sure yet. I'll just wait to see before I speak on them. I'm not sure what the fuck he doing with Bud. You know what I'm saying? All I know is he gonna need to learn some head movement from Mike Tyson if he want to keep them eyeballs. But I don't think that'll work either.
But he's been successful with big guys. And
right.
I used to look.
What big guys he's been successful against though? Jose Benavidez, he was successful against. What other bigger guy? Terence Crawford. Yeah, Brooke, he was done with. I can't really say that though. You know, Green Beans was pretty stocky, but I can't really say Green Beans was too much bigger than Bud. Like, what y'all think about that? I don't think I can say that. I don't know, but I guess.
At the fight that Terence had with Porter, and I looked at the fight that he had with Porter. He handled Porter so easily when it was up and down fight with Spence. But then again, stop.
So we spoke about this earlier, but we're gonna speak on it again. So Mike Tyson said that Errol Spence he basically saying Errol Spence had a tooth and nail fight, which is something a lot of people be saying for, you know, it annoys the fuck out of me when people say that. They say, you know, without knowing the background of the situation, knowing that Errol Spence trained 3. Sean Porter trained 3 training camps for Errol Spence, but then he barely trained 1 training camp for Terence Crawford. So it's a dynamic in there that a lot of people don't really speak about. So when they say that type of shit, if that's what you banking on and that's your reason for you, why you think Terence Crawford handles Errol Spence, then that shit bogus as fuck, because we know that nigga didn't really, you know, Kenny Porter been wanting to throw the towel in and everything like that. So it's not really, we spoke about this earlier in the show, but I know a gang of new people here. But I'm just saying, man, that shit ain't nothing to compare because it's just different, man. John Porter was buddy with Terence Crawford. They patted each other on the back. Good round. And when he got dropped, he was beating the ground. He got dropped by Errol Spence. He was jumping in the air like a fucking kangaroo. He was jumping up and down. Let's go. Like, he just sniffed the line of coke. Like, he was just ready for Earl. It was a different type of motivation. Because, you know, Kenny Porter loved Errol Spence, and Errol Spence told him he fight like he swim. He can't settle out a motherfucking family reunion, family dinner, and things like that. So he had that resentment on his heart, and it was real heavy. So when you know that shit translated into the training camp, the fight ended up turning out just like, you know, good like that. But crazy thing is, I had Sean beating Terence Crawford before he first got dropped. And he got dropped, and, you know, like I said, he got to beat the fucking ground. All of a sudden, this shit was crazy. So I hate when people compare that, because and then what killed me too is, right, people on Sean Porter side never admit that. Like, I heard Larry Wade speak about he had never said, like, I want somebody to ask one of these good interviewing motherfuckers to ask, you know, because niggas do not be asking the right question. Ask Larry Wade, hey man, Larry Wade, did you and Sean Porter train to the same intensity I trained with Errol Spence? If he lie and say yeah, that's gonna, you know what I'm saying, that's what's gonna, you know, let me know he full of shit. But if he keep it 100, you know, nobody asked him that question. So let's listen to what else Mike Tyson. This interview came out a couple hours ago, by the way. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat before I continue. Porter was winning. Facts, grassroots, hit Bud for our podcast. Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier. Porter wanted to go into the pad. He wanted to do what we doing, what I'm doing. He wanted to do this shit. He find this shit to be more interesting than he said. You can find multiple interviews of Sean Porter saying out of his own mouth, I was planning on retiring after Errol Spence. So what you trying to tell me is he rewired his brain, went back to the table and said, hey man, I gotta get back up for Bud. No. When that motherfucking training camp, he was half-assing. And if you watch one of the fight camps, that Kenny Porter, you know, that the ESPN was hosting or whatever for the Bud fight, you can see where Kenny Porter was like, Sean, if you don't, I forgot what he said. He said, if you don't such and such, he said, you're not going to be successful. That's exactly what he said. I swear to God. That let you know right there, them niggas wasn't in there, they weren't putting in their work. That's what happened. Facts. That's what happened. Peter said Porter was winning and Kenny had money on the fight or something. Yeah, bro. Nigga probably had a whole million on that shit. So that way, you know what I'm saying? He said, fuck it, we gonna make some kind of money off this shit. He probably tripled up. Bud ready to retire. Yeah, bro, they ain't gonna return.
Let's make fights.
Exactly.
Last fight Spence had, the Cuban, god damn. Got up, he got dropped, got up. The guy's a hell of a fighter, too.
Gotta stop him right there. It's another bullshit that he said in the same little interview. Why is Mike Tyson? This is not his first time saying this shit. I spoke on him the first time. He said he keeps saying Earl got dropped. What is this nigga on, man? Earl never got dropped, bro. Never got dropped. Stumbling to the ropes and falling on your ass is two different things. Bud got dropped. So when you mention Errol Spence got dropped, when he didn't get dropped, but you don't mention Terence Crawford got dropped by green beans, I'm looking at you some kind of way. You on some fuck shit. If you don't mention Bud got dropped by green beans, but you do mention, oh, he got dropped by Ugas when it didn't happen. You kind of, you know, you not being fair. You kind of rooting for Bud in a way where you don't know the fuck you're talking about at all. One or the other.
Got up and killed him. You can't stand still with Spence. You gotta move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, he has to do a lot of movement. He has to do a lot of movement. Because if you stand still, he'll break you down. You can't let him.
Yeah, Grass, what you said? Mike Tyson on show. Yeah, he high as shit. He can't fucking think straight, bro. His daddy made money on that fight fast. Now, there's another thing Mike Tyson say that you can't move, you gotta keep moving. Versus Errol Spence, but you can't keep moving against Errol Spence because the fact about the matter is, that Terence Crawford take about 4 rounds to warm up. He gotta download information. He gotta download all this fucking information, right? You gotta download this shit. So in those few rounds that he downloaded information, he also downloading damage. And his eye downloading, popping out. So at that time, right, his body is downloading, breaking down. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker caught a virus. By the time you download the information, you didn't call a virus. So while you get to moving around, Errol Spence chasing your ass down, bro. We talked about earlier how Errol Spence chased down Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri has better footwork than Terence Crawford. Those are facts. It's way more fancier. He's moving, running and shit. Errol Spence chased his ass down with the jab and fucked him up and knocked his ass out. You know what I'm saying? But my Peterson game plan was to go toward Errol Spence. You know why? Because they came up to the conclusion, right, that you can't run against her. So in their head, they thought, okay, we need to go toward the power punch, right? You see this multiple times in boxing. Tyson Fury changed his game plan from the first fight from running from the nigga Wilder. He was running from him. You hear me? Because Wilder knock your motherfucking ass to the stars. So he said, all right, fuck it. We ain't gonna run. Because you can't do it. Gonna lose. Gonna catch me. Soon as I come in for a play, he gonna knock me out. So, all right, what we gonna do is we gonna go forward. You know, Andre Ward was, fought Kovalev. He was moving around all this shit, right? Then he came to the conclusion, right? Okay, maybe if I go toward him, you gotta bully the bully. The whole bully the bully notion. So that's what the conclusion that Mike Tyson and Barry Hunter came up with, and look how that turned out. So it seems to me, right? None of those conclusions, nobody has came up with a blueprint for Errol Spence style. You can't run, and you can't motherfucking come to him either. You can't stand there, and you can't run. Who guys couldn't run because his ass was getting broke the fuck down, and his ribs was already broke. It was done, nigga. It was, you know what I'm saying? You can't run. And plus, that ain't even Bud's style. He's not doing all right. He doesn't have the same legs as he had when he was fighting at 140. I haven't seen Bud fight a fucking fight at 147 where he was utilizing his foot moving around the ring. I seen him go backward, right? Pull straight out, different things like that. But I haven't seen him at 147 doing what they saying you should do, what he should do. Brad who said EJ work rate too much for motherfuckers. Facts. And work rate, nigga throw 100 punches a fucking round. But barely throw 50. He don't even throw 50 of them. And then you telling me the first few rounds he ain't even gonna be throwing. He barely even gonna be throwing. He gonna be trying to counter here and there, but he ain't really gonna be working. So by the time you really ready to fight, you already broke down and you gotta stay there to fight because you behind on cards. So you telling me he should move around, but then you telling me you can't stand in front of Errol Spence, but then you tell me, all right, he gotta move around to beat Errol Spence. That shit don't make no fucking sense, man. You gotta come up with something else, man. That ain't gonna work, man. You gonna be losing. You gonna be losing the round. He putting rounds in the bag on you and hurting you. So eventually you have to stand there. So what you telling me is his only way to win is to run? Come on, man. Stop it, man. See what people talking about in the chat, man. I hit that like button, huh? Let me see. I think Stevenson should train with EJ. I think the only reason Shakur Stevenson haven't probably trained with Errol Spence is because of the relationship with Terence Crawford. But Terence Crawford, I think Shakur Stevenson is a smarter fighter than Terence Crawford, actually. You know what I'm saying? I honestly do. Like, just the style, and he get hit less, and he judge distance better, and you know what I'm saying? Different shit like that. Shakur got a better jab than, you know what I'm saying? He younger, but he got better fundamentals than Terence Crawford do. Terence Crawford, no, he fight off athleticism, not fundamentals. It's not bad. Said Bud got to get him out. Five rounds or it's over, man down. Which I see what you're saying. Like people saying, like, all right, Terence Crawford going. That's what I was just saying. How people saying, all right, Terence Crawford gotta move around, not stay there. But the thing is, the nigga don't fight. He don't start fighting for real. You know, he gotta get in his rhythm. They always talk about this rhythm shit. He gotta get in his fucking rhythm. But then he don't start fighting in 4-5 rounds. So you tell me to take you 4-5 rounds, get your fucking rhythm. Then he already scored on you and he up. So that way it's an urgency that Terence Crawford, I think he'll have because he down on point. It's an urgency for him to start fighting, which will drag him into that dog fight. Errol Spence already in his head by then. So by then, you know what I'm saying? You gotta warm up down on all this fucking information and get your rhythm. But then you already losing by then. So now you got to stand toe to toe with everybody saying that he shouldn't do. So which one is it? This shit ain't adding up. This shit ain't making sense, man. Bud was losing versus Sean Porter on the scorecard. That's why everybody think this shit was rigged, because all of a sudden you just drop him when he was beating you and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was losing that fight. Then he just turned up, he got, you know, he adjusted and he dropped Sean Porter. Only George Foreman or Tyson Fury style probably would beat Earl. That's it. Ain't nobody fucking fighting like them niggas at the lower weight class. Nobody. Except for Dimitri Bivol. He long and he ain't gonna get into no dog fight, and he can box. See, the T said, I can say for Supreme Boxers Floyd and Ward that has worked as far as going to the power and fighting in the pocket, he does have a better chance to get a KO than running, but won't work on Earl. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, his best chance is for, you know, for some clipping. That's the only way. But the crazy thing is, I see Errol Spence chin so good. For you to just catch him with one shot, like, come on, man. Errol Spence took fucking punches from Danny Garcia. Mr. No hook, left hook, this motherfucker. And he was fresh off the accident with a whole new fucking grill in his mouth. And that nigga Danny Garcia couldn't knock a tooth out. And Danny hit his ass clean too after the bell on some little bullshit, little cheating, sneaky shit that he was trying to do. Hit him after the bell. Boom. Nigga still ain't dropped or nothing. And people want me to believe that Bud just gonna clip Earl, get him out of, get the fuck out of here, man. Danny hit way harder than fucking Terence Crawford. Christopher Rose said, which eye does he take? Well, let me say this, Russell. You remember Terence Crawford said that he was gonna stand there since everybody telling him not to stand there? Because you know he a stubborn motherfucker like that. He ain't gonna stick to the game plan for one. He ain't gonna stick to the game plan because he's hard-headed for two. He ain't gonna have no fucking game plan because Bomac so goddamn trash of a trainer. He ain't gonna have no game. He gotta form his own game. He gotta be the trainer and the fighter for this fight. So it's like, alright, if he standing there, both of them bitches getting taken. Now if he come in with them titanium goggles we were talking about, then he might leave with an eye. You know what I'm saying? You know. if he come in with them goggles, he might leave with an eyeball. But if he talking about fighting Errol Spence toe and all that shit, like I think he gonna do, then it's a wrap for both of them eyes, nigga, and the ribs. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be fucked up. The hospital bill going through the roof, man. That shit getting real costly around this motherfucker. Bud Trump's put up to his armpits to avoid them body shot. Oh, good point, AJ. AJ64 just said another good point, right? This is another thing I noticed with Errol Spence's previous opponents, right? First, Sean Porter tried to do it, which caused the ref to keep calling for. Even the ref said at the beginning of the fight, he told Sean Porter his trust was too high, which is why he never took a point for Errol Spence. Errol Spence was hitting him, you know what I'm saying, in the body. Errol Spence was hitting him, placing his punches in the right place. That a lot of people weren't counting them. You know, a lot of people try to sneak this Errol and say, he was hitting Sean Porter in the nuts. No, Sean Porter came into the fight with those with them fucking trunks, hot in the bitch, all the way to his fucking belly button, like he was trying to tuck his tummy in and shit, like the bitches do. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to tuck his tummy. That's what he was trying to do. Errol Spence still was hitting them bitches, and the referee wasn't saying too much. And then, right, Danny Garcia did the same shit. I know a lot of people probably ain't peeping. Go back and watch the fight. Danny Garcia came into the fight with his trunk hot in a motherfucker. So I expect Bud to be on the same shit. All these niggas know what type of body punching they is. So what they doing is pulling their trunks up higher than usual. to avoid some of the body punches that they gonna be taking. I fully expect for Bud to do some bullshit like that. Because Danny and Shine both did. Monopoly say EJ gonna try to shut him out just to show he regular. Yeah, man, Errol Spence and them, man. I seen that fucking mustache, man. I knew Bud ass was. That's another thing. You asked me which eye, Russell say which eye he gonna take. That's another thing. That's why I gotta say both, because Errol Spence came in with the mustache. He had the mustache, which showed me that he working hard than a motherfucker. He putting in 80 hours a week. So we already know a nigga with a mustache like that, he working hard than a motherfucker. So it's another thing for Bud. It seemed like Errol Spence more focused than Terence Crawford to me. It seemed like Terence Crawford more nervous, but Errol Spence more focused and dialed in, like really, really like super focused. Like I heard Derrick James come out with a statement the other day too. Like last week, he was like, what did he say? How he is going to, how Errol Spence need to go to the next level for this fight. And Errol Spence, you know what I'm saying? They, you know what I'm saying? How ready they is. I'm like, okay. they on point. Derrick James ain't bullshitting. Derrick James in shape. I mean, both men should take note. But Derrick James ready. He super focused. Everybody all in for this fight. Bud running around there scrambling. He running around with Mike Tyson. He running over here with Maurice Hooker. He the one got to jump in the ring and train Maurice Hooker because Bo Mac doing a horrible job. You know what I'm saying? So he over here training. He training other niggas, and he got to train himself. So it's like Errol Spence more focused. That's what it seemed like to me. Plus, they in the negotiation holding up, asking for all these fucking demands. You know, it just seemed like one guy is more, you know what I'm saying? And one guy seemed like he nervous and scared to me. And that's Bud. It's not bad, said. He said, Shine legs was done. Never seen Shine look like that, me either. Not bad, say, gotta get EJ out early or it's over with. He don't even start off early, so you already know it's over with, bro. C-Mouse said they sure did come out with them trunk highest last month gas price. Fact, I mean, probably fuck last month, you know, when it was super high, when shit was like $6 a gallon, 5, 6. That's how high they shit was, man. That's how high they trunks was. C-Mouse said they had on suspenders. On God, bro. Had on suspenders. That's the type of shit they was on. Both sports said you seen Floyd say that Bud don't need his fight. He know what's up. Yeah, man. No, I ain't see that. You said Floyd Mayweather said that? I gotta see that. Bud gonna get a Barbazia ab lift. He gonna get a BBL. That nigga try to get a BBL, try to get his body done for this motherfucking fight.
Against
no, I ain't gonna do Bud like that. He working. He putting on muscle mass, which I believe that's another thing. How people saying that Terence Crawford gonna be moved. He needs, well, Mike Tyson just said he need to move around. I heard quite a few other guys say it too. Bud need to move around and can't stand in front of Earl, right? But if Terence Crawford thinking about putting on more muscle mass to absorb some power or punches or to hit harder, then that's a bad game plan to be coming in with. Like, you know, if you picking up any type of muscle mass, it's gonna slow you down. I think he should stay more agile, not try to get on some cocky shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you try to get muscle mass so you can punch harder or absorb punching, that shit ain't gonna work. That's gonna get you hurt worse. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get your eye taken earlier. Like, that ain't gonna do nothing. Cause you still, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna be slower. Because if a lot of people say that Bud got the speed advantage, then I think you should enhance and build on top of that advantage that people say you got. Build on that advantage. But if you trying to, bring that down, all right, let's build up some muscle. That shit ain't gonna work, bro. That shit ain't gonna work. That shit gonna get you fucked up worse. Russell said, I think Ugas is done with boxing. Ugas might as well. Ugas last tweet, he was talking like boxing was behind him. We finna read it right now. Let me check that out. I bet that nigga just got his face and his nose and his ribs broke. His fucking eye was gone, bro. Ain't no point in boxing no more, man. I told you. That's the end game when you fight Earl. Ain't no 3-fight deal. Because Errol Spence is 3 fights in 1. So that's your 3-fight deal, a 3-in-1 bundle package right there. Yeah, it do sound like some farewell type shit. Let me read a couple of Dennis Ugas tweets real quick, y'all. So Ugas say, this was 3 days ago. He said, good to hear that Spence Crawford is about to be announced. I feel a part of this. I have fought against both. I had a belt and I put it on the line. By the way, he beat Terence Crawford in the amateurs. By the way. By the way, guys, who guys beat Terence Crawford? Anyway, he said he had a belt, he put it on the line, so respect for that. I respect that. He definitely, he wasn't no hoe about it. He jumped in a ring with Errol Spence with no excuses, no hold up, no nothing. He said that 2022 was the year to have a undisputed champ at 147 for the first time. Great fighters. Great fight. Another tweet. He's paying homage to somebody. Let me see. He said, you worked hard to support me and always put something to eat on the table. Thank you for your commitment and dedication to help me grow. Have a great spirit with the help of God to succeed in life. I am and always be grateful. Love you. God bless you always. I'm trying to see who is this? His wife? Who is this? It was a birthday shout out. Nah, it looked like his sister or mama. Might be his mama. Okay. Nah, I don't like his mama. Then another tweet 8 hours ago. And they said, I had 9 years where I was seeing her for chasing my dreams and dictatorship. That time she would never recover, but she has been working, although my mom, that is his mother. Okay. Always tell me I don't want expensive gifts. I want your audience and your love, bro. Yeah, man. Nigga might well live a good life, man. He achieved the American dream. He fought Errol Spence for a stupid bag. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, for being from overseas, from a different country. You know, about 10 million, 15 million, or whatever it was. That shit like 100 million to them. So he fought a good fight, but ultimately got his eye taken. And I think it's time for him to go ahead and retire. Fuck it. Ain't no point in getting there again. You know, and that's usually what happens after Errol Spence opponents. You know, Terence Crawford next. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Bud is next, y'all. So, hope niggas get that through their head. Bud already get jabbed more than he gives at 147, yeah. Kell Brooks swelled that eye up in 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 2 rounds. He swelled that eye up real quick. So that's another thing, man. Bud ain't gonna be able to get around that jab. Oh, I seen some too. Let me go look up Shakur Stevenson tweet, right? I want to talk about that too. Forgot I seen that. So Shakur Stevenson said that he asked a question, right? He said, who got the best jab in boxing, right? So somebody commented, right? And said, retweeted his tweet and was like, the answers were Spence or Shakur. So Shakur Stevenson retweeted that tweet and said that I think Errol Spence, to be honest. I think Errol Spence do, to be honest. So Shakur Stevenson which always trains with Terence Crawford, right? Can we all agree on that? Keep it 100. Of course, they pull counter boxing in this motherfucker. What it do, my boy? What's up? Pull counter, man. Y'all go subscribe to Pull Counter Boxing if y'all ain't subscribed already, which you should be. But like all his videos, I always watch his shit too. He always on his shit. Salute, my boy. Pull Counter Boxing in this motherfucker. But yeah, man, Shakur Stevenson always trained with Terence Crawford for all his fights. So for him not to say, hey, Terence Crawford got the best job, he know what's up. This came out of Shakur's mouth. I'm talking about he been training with Terence Crawford since like the amateurs type shit, like Olympics. Like Shakur been training with Terence Crawford, sparring him, making him better. So he ain't even never been in the ring with Errol Spence yet. And just off him just watching, this is what he said. Y'all can go look this up right now. This is what he said. He said he think Errol Spence got the best jab in boxing. And we all know the jab throws off the rhythm, which is Bo Mac's favorite fucking word, is rhythm, man. A lot of y'all missed the show. Y'all gotta go back. Man, we was on Bud ass, man. Y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come through. Let me see. Well, who else tweeted? Let's read out some more tweets before we get up out of here. Let me see. Teofimo Lopez fight tomorrow. Pool Counter said he going live later. Make sure y'all come through. I'm definitely gonna come through that motherfucker too. Pool Counter Boxing going live later on, y'all. Teofimo Lopez fight tomorrow, man. He fight some dude. I forgot his name, but I've been hearing rumors about Teofimo Lopez and what's that? Ryan Garcia. What fucked me up about that is I'm like, damn, why the fuck is Ryan Garcia? So this nigga did all that pump faking again with Javante Davis just to be talking about some goddamn Teofimo Lopez. This dude, man. I can say some shit about. Oh, another good fight look like coming up, man. You got fuck Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia, but this fight right here, man, Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr., man. This is a UK fight, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm kind of interested in that shit because you got Conor Benn who been, you know what I'm saying, popping a lot of shit, and I'm just now getting like paying attention to him because of the shit he been talking and calling out Jerron Ennis or whatever. So I've been trying to pay more attention to him. I've been hearing about him or whatever, but I've been wanting to pay more attention to him so I can really gauge him better. So he got this fight with Chris Eubank Jr. October 8th, right? I'm not sure how this fight gonna go, but I have seen Chris Eubank. He ain't really got no fundamentals, not much defense, but he got the type of style where like he'll fuck you up. Chris Eubank do. Like, I think whoever promote him fail him too, because I would like to see him fight Jamal Charlo. Them guys at 168. He's a fucking 168 pounder, right? But this nigga is fighting Conor Benn at like what's that? 150 something. What? Yeah, he fighting him at 150 something. So he definitely gonna be drained as hell fighting Conor Benn, but it depends on how good Conor Benn is, if he gonna pull out, cause Chris Eubank, he a tough ass dude. He got that wild, he's super wild, like super wild. Pool Counter said he be working all right. Yeah, me too, but I sure was at work earlier, man. I couldn't wait to get off. So happy Friday to everybody. Boots versus Spence would be fireworks. Yeah, I want to see Boots go through the correct procedure though. First, just to build him up some more cachet, then you know what I'm saying, you know, he got a little minute to be realistic. He got probably like 2 years to get in the ring with somebody like Errol Spence. 2 years. You know. That's why I see it. 2 years. But he coming up super fast. The thing about Jerron Ennis, I think Jerron Ennis kind of got like they smarter than a lot of other. They camp like smarter than a lot of other camps. They got YSM Sports Media. Shout out to him because he always on the ground getting all these fucking interviews. And I don't know if he fucking live over there or what, but he get so many interviews from their ass over that way. And you got Jerron Ennis' daddy. It's like they doing the right thing when it comes to promotion. So I think Jerron Ennis will be a bigger name than what Terence Crawford is. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be a bigger name because of the way they going about promoting their camp and their whole situation. How they always doing interviews, ain't scared of the camera. And they got the skills and coming up fast. They already got a 3-fight deal with Showtime. You know, it's just the way he coming up is like faster than what Bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, the way he fight good and a motherfucker. So, yeah, he knocking everybody out. So, with his type of style, right, which is an exciting style, on top of the way they promote themselves, he going up, period. He going up for sure. I can just see, it's like he got like a trajectory that's going like through the roof. I fuck with Jerron Ennis too. That's my dude, though. I fuck with him, bro. T.O. went from a champion to fighting a can. Yeah, man, that shit crazy, bro. Poor Counter said Conor Ben coming up too many weight classes to mess with Chris Eubanks. Yeah, but it's at a catchweight. What? I think ain't it like 150 something? It ain't even 154. It's like lower than that. Like he trying to drain the shit out of Chris Eubanks, but Chris Eubanks, if he at least a little bit healthy, I think he'll fuck up that boy Conor Ben though. And I only watched a couple of fights from Conor Ben, but I think he would. I'm telling you, his style, he got that style where he can take some punishment. He wild. He throw punches from different angles. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got good stamina. He'll maul your ass. So I don't know, man. Conor Ben better be what they been hyping him up to be, or he finished October 8th. You know, he might get all that hype killed. And I think that's what Chris Eubanks need. He needed like a nice little fight, but I don't know, man. Chris Eubanks, man, whoever promoted him doing a horrible job. What, Eddie Hearn? Doing a horrible job with him, man. Horrible job. Funny how trainers hate the flashy, unnecessary, fancy moving, love guys to stick to fundamental. But they call Earl one-dimensional. He don't make it just right. That's the dumbest shit. I hate that shit too when they say that. That shit dumb. Ennis is special. Facts, bro. Ennis and Ellis would be epic. Yeah, that'd be a good ass fight too. I want to see Ennis like fight all them dudes. All them dudes who got names like him. Like I watched Virgil Ortiz over the weekend, right? He whoop boy ass. He whoop dude ass, but it's like if you Jerron Ennis the type of, he got the type of style, right, where he gonna punch in between one of Virgil Ortiz. See, Virgil Ortiz do got pop or whatever, but it's like I can see, right? I can almost envision that shit. Jerron Ennis punching right in between, like an uppercut or something like that, in between Virgil Ortiz punches. His combination that he like to put together and clipping his ass and getting him. I'm telling you, bro. Giving him some lateral movement, moving around, shaking him up a little bit, and just fucking him up in between one of them combinations. I can see that, man. I can see that. I can actually like picture it. But they know better than to put him in the ring with Jerron. And they might talk that shit, but they not gonna put him in it. They not gonna put Virgil Ortiz in there with him, bro. They know what's up, man. That boy gonna get knocked out. Just be styling on fast. Spence beat the soul out of you for 6 rounds in fundamental, then does fancy stuff. Yeah, Errol Spence, I remember he did that against Lamont. Remember he fought Lamont? He just got to doing shit. Around like the 6, 7 round, he already knew he was really just taking a round off, playing around for real. Because he knew the next round he was going to do him in. He was going to finish with it. And Barry Hunter and them knew that. So that's when they stepped in. You know what I'm saying? That's when they stepped in. Even with Mikey. No, he started mauling Mikey though. He started fucking Mikey up them last little 3 rounds. He was just pounding on him. Every put I was there too. Peter said Ennis ain't afraid of smoking a higher weight class. He already talking about moving another one. Yeah, I think Boot might max out at like 160. To be honest, I actually think Boot might be like looking at what Earl was when he was first making noise at 147, and then looking at Jerron Ennis' size. I'm just picturing it, remembering how Earl. I think Boots was. He might be that nigga huge, man. He might be like a tad bit bigger. I don't know, man. What y'all think about that? Y'all think Boo's a bigger dude than Earl? He might be, because that nigga big as fuck, man. Earl was always big to me too, but when you look at Boot, he like way like bigger. He big. But it's too early for him to get in the ring with somebody like Earl anyway. He ain't got enough experience. He'll get beat. He won't. I know he's super talented, but he won't be able to fuck with Earl right now. And I fuck with Boots heavy too. That's one of my favorite guys in boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's super good, but for him to actually, we can't do it yet. Because I ain't seen enough to even make a claim like that. I gotta see him fight somebody like, what's that nigga name? I want to see Jerron Ennis versus Josito Lopez. What about that? Like, where that at? I want to see that. Josito Lopez. Put him in there with him. That'll be a nice ass fight too, because Josito Lopez got that. If he can show it like he did versus Keith Thurman, when he, rock Keith Thurman, that'll be a nice ass fight. That'll be nice. Super nice. Yeah, Ortiz gets cooked fast, bro. Man, the version of Ortiz last fight versus Boots get cooked in the 8-9 round. Yeah, bro. Virgil Ortiz can't fuck with no damn Boots, man. That just ain't no way. Spence turned reporter into a reporter, fast podcast. Nigga, this my show. Errol Spence said, "This ain't your show. Nigga, fuck wrong with you." Boots got 6 inches reach on Conor and 2 on Virgil. Oh yeah, he gonna clip him. He gonna clip him. Paul Collins said Virgil Ortiz is too offensive and predictable in his attack. And his power, speed, and movement would be a high power for Ortiz. He could hardly catch McKenzie. Yeah. He too mobile. You know what I'm saying? He too like. What I like about Boots is he big as fuck like that. But he still look like light on his feet, like a motherfucker, man. He look, usually with dudes super big, they kind of heavy, on their feet. But he like real loose with his size, like he carrying that shit like real nice. That's how I know he going at least 160 eventually, cause he only like 24, 25, and he that big, and he move like that, he going up to 1. I think he probably could go 168. Shit. I love when people say Spence couldn't stop Mikey. All right, so what round Mikey started swinging back about 6 or 7? Yeah, man, he stopped fighting early. It was just survival at that point. You heard his daddy over there, but Mikey a selfish motherfucker, man. He left Robert Garcia in the gym by himself to train all them fucking fighters. He don't even go to the gym no more. He just want to sell cars and shit. Do shit like that. He helped build up the shit with him. You know what I'm saying? He just dipped off like, fuck y'all, I quit boxing. I made so much money versus Earl, and he beat my ass so bad, I don't want to box anymore. Fuck boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was some bullshit for Mikey, man. That wasn't real, bro. Mikey a whole ass dude for that, man. Said cost him his career too. Yeah, bro, cost him his career. Thurman scary ass need to fight Boots. Man, I love that fight. Just to watch Boots fold his ass like a picnic table. I'm telling you, man. Thurman know better though. First he tried to act like he didn't know the nigga. Now he talking. See the contract. Send a contract like he can demand some shit. Like, nigga, you ain't even worth shit no more, bro. In your pay-per-view versus that dude flop. Try to fight him because Tank Farmer to get you some little steam going on, get you some nice little money or whatever, get a little check, but that shit flop like a motherfucker, which should let you know that you ain't worth shit no more. So, ain't no more demands. He's huge. He need to move up. Yeah, he could move up. Once that adrenaline wore off, he probably collapsed. Yeah. He old now. Probably cooked. Lopez, yeah. Most sports, I ain't gonna lie, that boy Ortiz is cracking. He got that Texas power. Yeah, he can punch. It just, the way he throw his combination, he just leave himself wide open, bro. Like for a counter, like. Then he just be, sometimes he be following you and shit. He don't really like cut off the ring, like, you know what I'm saying? He don't really cut off the ring, so I can see him following Boots around, Boots giving some good movement, lateral movement around the ring. Ortiz throw a combination, and then Boots punch in between one of them punches and clip him, get his ass the fuck out of there. Boots way bigger than Virgil Ortiz, so he gonna feel his presence if they was to get in the ring. He gonna immediately feel his presence. Like, damn, he'll tell you, bro. He gonna fuck him up. Spence got a great jab. Yeah, old boxing corner. We was talking about that earlier, bro. Yeah, I gotta watch the playback. He was talking about that shit the first hour, bro. Yeah, and also Shakur said that Errol Spence got the best jab in boxing. And he trained with Terence Crawford all the time. So for him to say that, he, in a way, you know, and we already know when somebody, you know, the jab set up everything and throws off the rhythm. So, which Terence Crawford whole style is based off of, according to Bomac. You ask him for, what do Terence Crawford have to do to catch back up on the rhythm? So when he get his rhythm, it's all like, what the fuck? The rhythm ain't gonna save your eyeballs. Like, what you mean rhythm? My eye hurt. And you tell me I need to get my rhythm and shit. They gonna mess around seeing Thurman the Boost contract. Yeah. That'll be crazy. They call that nigga bluff. They call his bluff, seeing his ass a fat ass contract, and then that nigga, he ain't gonna take it. He know better. I actually see why Earl don't like Thurman. Like, dude's such a cornball. Yeah, I watched his recent interviews where he was just on some hoe ass shit again. He literally saying the same thing that he been saying like for all 2022. It's August. I'm just waiting. You know, I'm just waiting. Nigga, what are you waiting for? No, I'm not waiting on no fucking body. Nobody fucking holds up what the fuck I need to get done for myself. So it just show you the mindset of a nigga like Keith Thurman. No nigga can hold up what the fuck I'm trying to do with my shit. The fuck? So you already know he just got that type of mindset, like just a whole ass dude, like shit crazy, bro. Crawford jab suspect. That's why he switch hit. Man, Crawford, his jab is really like, it ain't even comparable to Errol Spence's jab. Like, it's like night and day compared to them niggas' jab. Terence Crawford, he don't even fight off the jab. And he throw a check hook more than he throw his jab. You know what I mean? He throw his check hook more than he throw his jab. Anthony Jones in the building. What's good, my boy? Judah in the building. What's up? Boy, Judah. Old Boston Court said, man, I was watching like 15 minutes behind. Yeah, bro. Everybody late. He done cooked the whole show. Oh, God. Appreciate y'all for showing up to the building, though. Full concept, Virgil Ortiz can't fight on his back foot. Push him back fast. And I think the fact that Boots is so big like that, and he got that presence when he in there, and just his style, he got a good jab too. So for him coming forward, it's gonna make Virgil Ortiz have to step back. He ain't gonna be able to fuck with him, man. That's why they know better. He building this motherfucker up before they ever even think about putting him in there with Earl or Boots. Ortiz get his way too much. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. He get hit too much. Boots start to crack and Virgil, he out of there. Yeah, bro. He gonna knock him out. Crawford don't like the lead. No, bro. That's why. Crawford hate this though, but that's why a lot of us label him as a counter puncher. Because he usually like waiting on you to commit and make a mistake so he can hit you with the check hook. And then he put his combinations together after he catch you off balance with the check hook. Boom, boom. He put them. It's a nice ass, you know what I'm saying? It's nice what Bud do though. I just don't think the level of Errol Spence, you won't be able to pull no shit like that, because I heard people say Errol Spence, only way Bud beat Errol is if Errol Spence run into something. When the fuck have we ever seen Errol Spence run into something? The only thing he run into is that motherfucking eyeball, that eye socket. That's the only thing he run into. He lead with the jab. Ain't no running in head first like Sean Porter. Sean Porter leaped in like he always fucking do. Leaped in, hit me in my chin. Leaped in, and then Bud caught his ass and dropped his goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? And then he wasn't even training for the fight, so that's another thing. Real shit. Facts, AJ said, Spence jab is hard as hell. Yeah. Errol Spence jab is a power punch. That's why he fuck around, collect your eye with the jab. Like I seen he collected Ugas' eye with the uppercut. I seen it. It was an uppercut that actually broke his fucking eye socket. As you can see, Ugas get the wincing and he start retreating. Damn. That was the shot. It was like in the 6th or 7th round. Errol Spence winded up with a left uppercut. That's when he broke that nigga out, bro. I remember. I'm gonna watch that motherfucker again probably this weekend. Thurman just doing promo just in case the Bud fight falls through. He's the only option Earl has to fight this year. It came forward to lose this momentum. Oh, that's another thing I seen too. Thurman said that he's the backup. You know what I'm saying? He's the backup for Errol Spence versus Terence. Sit your ass down, nigga. If you ain't getting there with Boots, nigga, shut the fuck up. Because Errol Spence ain't fighting your ass. Terence Crawford backed up in the corner. He done talked all this shit. He ain't got no choice but to get his ass in this fight. Plus, I've been hearing shit about the fight almost done. So, Thurman, if he banking on it, he ain't gonna fight this year. It's gonna be another year of Thurman not fighting. Again. When I said never, I mean never. Exactly. That's what Earl tweeted out when that shit got the swirling around. He said he ain't fighting that nigga. But they sleeping on Spence is a great counterpuncher as well. Better than Danny. Better than Mikey. Better than Crawford. We shall see. Yeah, man. Errol Spence got that pull counter that he used off as he judging distance. If you overcommit, you miss. You ain't in range. You use the pull count, boom, catch your ass. Catch you with the straight left. I seen him do that move so many fucking times and catch motherfuckers with that. Fight night power jab, yeah, bro. He got a power jab. That is a power punch. His jab. You know, when Bud throw a jab, he par with it to set you up for you to commit. So when he uses it, it's like bait. So he par with it, he like boom, boom, he throw it. Errol Spence is using his jab to hurt you. Terence Crawford using his jab for you to commit so he can counter you. The hook or the uppercut. I'm telling you, I watched this nigga 2 times, bro. I already know what he do. They use that jab in 2 different ways. Bud used his to counter off of. Errol Spence used his shit to hurt your ass and damage you and take your eyeball. So it's just 2 different type of jabs, bro. Give me the jab that take your eye. I'll take that jab. Errol got that tactical aggression. In deflection defense to close the distance behind the jab. Errol block your arms to take off impact on the punch. Yeah, another thing Errol be doing right that people don't be talking about, like when you throwing a shot, right? Say you throwing a right hook to Errol Spence's body. What Errol Spence like to do is he'll dip into the punch to take some impact off that motherfucker. Like he'll dip like that into the punch as he blocking it at the same time. And you would look at it and be like, okay, Errol Spence was affected by that punch, but really he used that to take some steam, take the punch better. They'll absorb the punch better than you would if you just stand there and try to block it. He dipped with it too. I always see him do that shit. But we been this motherfucker 2 hours, y'all. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. Showing your boys some love, man. Y'all already know how we rock. Y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. You subscribe. That's another thing. I'm address that last thing. Russell said uppercuts to the body are vicious. Facts. That's my favorite punch from Earl. And he used that uppercut to the body as a counter punch a lot of times too. Sometimes he do it going forward and sometimes he do it on his back foot. He used it in 2 different ways. The uppercut to the body. That's my favorite punch from Earl. The body, the left uppercut to the body. That motherfucker just beautiful. He did it on Kell Brook a lot of times. He did it on Sean Port. He used your offense, right, against you with the uppercut to the body, the left uppercut to the body. Say for instance, you going forward, could be into a punch, or else being dipped to his left. Uppercut your ass straight to the body. That shit take all the motherfucking all the air out your ass. He did that to Kell Brook so many times. He did that to Sean Porter so many times. He did that to Mike. He did that to so many guys. I feel like really that's his signature punch. And also I seen when Jermell Charlo talked about that too in an interview. Right, it wasn't even an interview. I think the Boxing Voice was in the gym with Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence one day, right? And Jermell had what happened? Jermell said something to Errol Spence, and he was like, "Yeah, I seen that punch too." You know what I'm saying? That punch that nobody can see. I don't know if y'all remember that interview, but my memory good on this shit. Think about it. Jermell said it. He was like, "Yeah, I seen that punch. I'm gonna put that in my arsenal." Jermell kept trying to do that in his fights after that too. He tried it, and I seen him do it, but it wasn't to the level of when Earl do it. When Earl do it, like I said, he used your momentum of coming forward against you, and he hit you with that left uppercut to the body. That shit, it sink you. But that's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all for showing up, man. Y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If y'all ain't already subscribed and this your first live stream you caught of mine, make sure y'all subscribe, man. I'm about to get this XLR Go Pro. I'm gonna get a lot of shit to update my streams, make my streams better and all that shit. Get real professional with niggas. Paul Calabasa said he going live 8:45 Central. Jordan Voss, salute. That's a Terence Crawford fan. Salute, my boy. That's my boy right there. He a Terence Crawford fan too. But he ain't no whole ass dude like a lot of these other dudes. But that's how he called Bundle. Yeah, he called Bundle like that too. Fuck his ass up. That's when you being too aggressive. Ooh, he sink his feet down, he boom. But yeah, man, I'm out, man. That's my favorite punch from Errol, by the way. Left uppercut to the body. I'm out, child. Deuces.